Hi guys. Okay, so we went down to the barn to do chores this morning and Harley said that the one new lamb looked not so good. So we hurried up and went in and checked, and she had a cold mouth. So if you stick your finger in their mouth, a normal healthy lamb will have a nice warm mouth and it'll have a sucking reflex. If you have a hypothermic lamb, you stick your finger in their mouth, it will be cold and they have zero sucking reflex. So that's what this lamb was doing. We brought her up to the house immediately, and I'll show you the warming box situation we put her in. We gave her a nice dose of the colostrum gel that will hopefully give her enough energy to start heating her body up. When we took the temperature, I just use one of these little things, keep it in my vet bag. When we took her temperature, it was so low that it just read low, which means it's dangerously low, below 90 degrees. Healthy lamb should be at 102 plus. So we brought her up here, gave her the colostrum, gave her some selenium, because I always like to give everybody selenium when they're looking a little weak and puny. So we did that. That was about, what, half an hour ago? And then I just took her temperature again, and it's coming up. It's already at 94. So let me show you what we have going on. Okay, here is our little lammy here. And she's in under a blanket, and underneath this towel is a heating pad, just your average run-of-the-mill heating pad. So put the blanket on top of that and put her in here and wrapped all up in a nice cozy blanket, and it's just in a Rubbermaid container. This is one that I have for barn use, so it's like cruddy, but so we just have her here. And when I went to take her temperature, she actually yelled at me, which is good. But our mouth still feels a bit cold, and you can see she's just weak and yeah, not in the greatest of shape. But her temp's coming up, so I'm sure within the next hour or so she should probably be warmed up and much more lively. She was born yesterday, which was the coldest day we've had in a while. However, the temperature was still above freezing when she was born. Things like this just happens. Sometimes her and her twin sister were tall, very leggy, long, big-bodied lambs, but they were like kind of scrawny, puny, because they were twins. And well, they weren't like premature or anything like that. You know, sometimes if mom's tending to one and the other one, you know, gets up and walks away and she can't get to that while she's nursing the other one, these types of things just kind of happen. Sometimes you will get a hypothermic lamb. Strawberry was born on a day that was in sub-zero temperatures, and she thrived. She was just fine. So you can't ever know when this is going to happen. The only thing you can do is react quickly. Fortunately, we have some things and some knowledge to be able to do that. Also, if her temperature wouldn't have started coming up, I do have right in my laundry room there, in my little vet basket, I have dextrose solution. It is a 50%. So that would need to be diluted with saline water to a 20% mix. And then what you would do is you would inject that sub-Q, which is in the stomach. You would go an inch over and an inch down on both sides from the umbilical cord location, right into the abdomen, and that would give them a real boost, like an immediate boost. But her temperature is already coming up, so I'm hopeful that I'm not going to have to do that. I haven't had to do that to this point. I don't relish the idea of it because, you know, that's nerve-wracking anytime that you have to inject something into a newborn baby, especially into their stomach and their abdomen region, is nerve-wracking. But if we have to, we have to. Of course, I'll keep you guys updated on that. I think she'll be okay. Her temp's coming up, so I'm happy. We'll keep you updated. In other news, we were gifted 3 buckets of sugar maple syrup yesterday, and I was going to use, I have a turkey fryer setup, you know, where you put the pot on there to deep fry the turkey and you hook it up to the propane tank. The propane part of the fryer that I have, the valve wasn't working, so it wasn't letting propane through to catch on fire, obviously. So it took us a while, but we got a fire going, and so now we're gonna start cooking down this maple syrup. This is a new venture for us. We did not tap the tree. Like I said, the syrup was gifted to us. However, I have a great mentor who lives just down the road who told us, how to do this. So I will keep you posted on how this is going. This was a fun little experiment for us to get the fire started too, because, usually we'll start it with a torch or, whatever to get it going. You usually have like paper or whatnot, but we decided we were going to do it kind of old school. We did use a lighter, but we shredded up some sisal twine to use in a nest, to make it like a nest. And then we put it with kindling, and then we got the fire started. So yeah, hopefully the fire will pick up and get our stuff heated up. We'll see. We'll see. Update on the little lamb though. I just checked on her, and her temperature is up to 99.8. Needs to come up to 102 so that she can be fed a bottle. I did give her another dose of colostrum gel. The gel's nice because it just kind of like dissolves in their mouth. They don't have to swallow, milk or anything like that. So I gave her another dose of that. That just will help stimulate her body to get her glucose up to where it needs to be. I'm happy. I don't think I will have to treat her with the dextrose. She's got her eyes open, and so yeah, that seems like the little Lammy is going to do just fine, and I'll show you guys her in a little bit. But I am going to get going on this this door. The smoke from the fire is at me here, but I'm going to get going making this door. Gotta get the doors made today, so we'll catch up in a bit. Adjustments have been made.
Yeah, wait for me.
It's very smoky wood. You know the saying, smoke blows towards beauty. I think this smoke is confused. Alright. Yep, she's lit. Let's hope this does the trick, shall we? I don't have my tripod, so the angle's a little bit weird, but look who's drinking on her own. Looks like we managed to save this one, guys. Alright, guys. We are still cooking down our maple syrup. We've been cooking it all day. Well, not all day. I mean, it took some time to get the fire up to temperature and everything. And then we went in to eat, and so the fire had died down. It wasn't as hot, but it's getting there, so I'm just going to keep working on it. But looky here. The high tunnel is all together. It's all buttoned up. Both ends are completely done. The only thing that I have left that I want to do, not that I have to do, but that I want to do, is put a gutter on this board here and put it into rain barrels to see if I can collect it. But that I can literally do that anytime. So yeah, really, really excited about this. It came out so good, and I have my onion sets ready to go in. It did take longer today than I anticipated because I'm doing the maple syrup, and then I had the lamb down, which we're going to go check on that lammy here now, I think, now that we have the fire going. Back up. Let it go. It's good, Harley. You can let that go. We're going to go check on the lammy. We'll take you with. All right, let's walk back here and take a peek and see how they're doing. Yeah. Oh, man, what a day. It was a really good homestead day, though, I will say.
They snuggled up.
And they snuggled up? Mm-hmm. Let's go in and take a peek. I want to make sure everybody's doing good here. Unsnap that since I have the tripod here. I'm going to go back and forth between the big tripod and the little tripod. I think it'll be better. Got it? Here, fold this back. You have to undo the chain. Okay. Yeah, but the chain was still attached to this. Okay, we can sneak in there. I have to rig everything up around here, you know? Nothing's ever easy. Although, I plan to make it a lot more functional here soon. Alright, let's see. Let's see how she's doing. Hold on, I'll turn you around. Okay, here we go. I want to see her get up. There we go.
Lavender.
Get her up the rest of the way. Oh, yeah, that's good.
Hi, honey.
She's like, why you wake me up from my nap? Here, she's trying to eat, so that's good. Let's get her over here.
Oh, hi, baby.
Let's get her over here. That's where your mommy is. Yeah. Oh, this makes me happy. She's a little confused, but she got the spirit.
That's right.
Are you confused? Hold on 1 second. Alright, I guided her mouth on to the teat. You see Mom's being very cooperative. Look, she's wagging her tail. She's just so much smaller than her twin sister. Her twin sister is like huge. She's probably 2 or 3 pounds more than her. But she's eating. And so that's really, really good. We gave her lots of colostrum today. And she's doing well. She's really going to town eating. So we're just going to have to make sure that we come down and check to make sure that she's nursing. We'll probably do it before we go to bed and wake up early and do it in the middle of the night or in the morning just to make sure everything's good. But she's keeping her body temperature now, which is fantastic.
Look at the whole tail go.
Yeah.
With the hat tail.
Yeah, we're doing real good now. That's a good mommy. And her sister's doing wonderful. Her sister's a little turd. She was trying to crawl through the gate earlier. So we put them over here separate because she was trying to like look after both babies. And so one would go one way and then this one would be like left going, where's mom? And I didn't want her to get lost considering that she's, you know, in such need of her mother. So we put them over here separate from the rest of the flock with a nice big area though. That way they can, this little one can grow. She's doing really good. It was really good when we were in the house. I gave her 150 mils of goat's milk, and she sucked that right down. So, and she did it all on her own. I'm really, really happy. I'm really, really glad that I didn't have to do the dextrose. I'm not gonna lie, I was like a little intimidated by that. I mean, I've given plenty of injections before, and I would have done it in a heartbeat if it meant saving her life, but that's just a little, you know, when you haven't done it before, it's a little daunting of a task to do. I'm sure it wouldn't have been that bad, though. I'm sure I would have done it.
I don't know about the pop. I don't know about the popping sound.
Yeah. I think it would have been fine. But either way, I'm glad I didn't have to do it. I'm glad it didn't come to that. So look at her. She's going to town. There, you found it. Can you get back on it? She got back on herself this time, so that's good. Mom's really got a lot of milk, so I'm really, really glad we were able to get her back on in a timely fashion because Mom needs milked out for sure.
I thought you were going to have twin boys, but no. You didn't figure.
Alright guys, well we've had one heck of a busy day. What did we do? First things first, we rescued a dying lamb.
Dying?
Well, she was pretty much dying. Rescued her, got her back to health and back with her mom. We cooked down maple syrup, which we're going to go sit with right now and finish cooking down. We finished the high tunnel. I made homemade pizza. What else? Is that it? I'm still planning on putting wine on tonight and mead.
Barnwork?
Barnwork. Yeah, barnwork.
We always do barnwork.
Yeah, but I mean, that's an eventful day. And yesterday we got stuff canned too, so I mean, that's a good homestead weekend, I think, don't you? But we're going to go ahead and tune out for tonight because I'm tired and I still have a ton of stuff to do. And then we get to wake up and do it all over again tomorrow. So we're going to see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.